Go.
We are live. Hello and welcome to Mary. What do you see? We are here again in prime time tonight. It's a great night, and as always, we're the show that is psychically supercharged and here to help. We are back live tonight after being tape delayed last week, and we're going to talk about those charlatans tonight, those false prophets. But before I go on, please let me clear up a few things. This show is for entertainment purposes only. We have only information available to the general public and whatever spirit wants to add. Mary is a psychic medium and she is merely the messenger. So if you don't like the message, take it up with spirit. Great. So we have the team back here tonight. Like I said, Mary's been spending her weekends doing the Spirit Fest and has been really overworked. But she's back here again with us tonight. And we also have joining us tonight, we have Reverend Jesse. Hello, Reverend Jesse. How are you?
Good evening. I'm well. How are you?
Doing really well. So, like I said, we have the team here, and we are talking about charlatans. So I figured it was a good time to bring on Reverend Jesse. But so, of course, we have our co-host above me, the very lovely Brooke. Brooke, you look great tonight.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
And over here on the left hand, put the show together for us is our producer TJ Scissorhands, Mr. Jason. How are you, Jason?
Doing good, thanks.
Hi, honey.
And above me, fresh off the Spirit Fest tour, we have one of the top psychics in the world. We have Mary, the medium. Hello, Mary.
Hey, guys. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Mary.
So we're talking about charlatans today, huh?
I know. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Those false prophet frauds.
I mean, my grandmother used to send money to these people.
I sent money to these people.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like...
recently, right?
What?
No.
Okay.
No,
I
actually do like Joyce Meyer, and I've gone to her conferences. I do like her, but I'm going to learn some stuff today.
Oh, yeah. Aren't we all, including the viewing audience, guys?
I learned some stuff, and you're going to learn too, Mary. We're going to spray
it on. Oh, my God. Now, how many, there's like 4 of us here that are ordained ministers, people. I'm one, Brooke's one, Jeff's one, and Jesse is one. Okay? So, Jason, we got to get you ordained, baby.
Yep.
Let's do that
just
next
as soon as, yep.
And go on TV and make lots of money, honey.
Tax-free.
Right. So we can have those big-ass mansions and the fancy cars. And where's the plate to put out for money? Anybody got that gold offering plate?
Trying to be a cult leader for about...
As I said, no golden calf here, golden cats.
Golden cats, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the poorhouse because of the cats, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, that way I can write my house off and get my taxes back.
Right. Okay, so what do we got?
Well,
what charlatan are we going to start with here?
Let's start with this one.
Ooh, Mr. Kenneth Copeland.
Who seems to be
He's a wealthy one, huh? Mr. Kenneth Copeland. Holy cow, look at this guy. Look at the smile on that guy. Actually, this is one of the guys I remember growing up to. Mr. Kenneth Copeland, he is part of the charismatic movement. He's very charismatic. And he's part of prosperity theology, which basically means if you're a good Christian, God will shower you with riches. It certainly has worked out for Mr. Kenneth because he's got a lot of money. He runs the Eagle Mountain International Church in Texas. These guys are all from Texas for some reason.
Isn't that crazy?
He's been on TV since 1991, The Word of Faith, and it's the kind of crap I used to avoid watching. So Mr. Kenneth Copeland, look at that face on him. Nice.
I don't like
isn't that more, I don't think it's Christian really. Is it more Luciferian?
Well,
I don't know.
He admits that. I don't think they let him on
Well,
TV.
I mean,
is that even a word? I like it.
Yeah, that's a religion actually.
So
this is this is him. They have he's got 24 acres with a private airport, okay?
Wow.
Wow.
His flock is sending him some coin.
Wow, look at that mansion. Holy cow, guys.
Wow.
Just the 2 of them.
Oh my goodness. That's in excess. So what kind of figures do you have on him, Brooke? or Jason
I gave
or
him
Jeff?
to Jeff.
Brooks got
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Well,
I wrote it all in my text message and on my phone, but I'm on my phone, but I just sent him over to Jeff. So, hey, Jeff, or Reverend Cal,
yeah, I was going to
will you
answer.
check out your text and read?
I was going to answer. Yeah, he's got apparently around $800 million his net worth as of last year. Mostly book sales, media ventures, ministries. He's been criticized for many years for his private jets, uses of private jets. He built a hangar at his house. He actually has been denied tax exempt status for spending so much money on himself. Yes, $7 million tax exempt mansion. He's on a private airport. He's really got some money going.
So
That's evil.
he was denied tax exempt status.
Yeah, over how much he was using his private jet, or it was in 2009. I think he had some issue that his ministry was denied it.
Wow, I bet you he pitched a hissy fit.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It was
So
2008. I'm sorry, but yeah, he was
So-
denied tax exempt status.
so when I saw him, that very first picture you showed me, Spirit showed Jeffrey Epstein in Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Oh,
Wow.
little kids,
Now,
huh?
so I went online to look it up, and
Were you
not
right?
saying that he went there, but there are a lot of things online that point to that he did. But there's nothing there that can prove that he went there. I got
Well, he's-
Good Old Boys Society paid.
He would certainly be a
to
target.
table-
And he's been involved in politics for a long time. I mean, he's been
Yeah.
one of Trump's advisors. He was with the Mike Huckabee campaign. I mean, this was 20 years ago, so he's been
Oh,
around
yeah.
a while. He would be a
Right,
target.
and he does this to line his own pockets. Okay, most religious leaders would love that opportunity because laws could be made to change in their favor. So and transparency. Who's got the book on transparency? Reverend Jesse, you tell me about these two organizations.
Well, there's one organization called the ECFA that if you want to become accredited, they will make all of your donations and all of your cash flow transparent upon request. And they have 2,700 members. So, I mean, it's kind of like somebody like Copeland or anybody else that you're kind of question or curious about, follow the money.
Right.
I mean, hell, he was probably flying Epstein to his island with a
his private
jet set up like that.
If Epstein does have some blackmail on this guy, Epstein was often been considered an asset of Israeli intelligence or Mossad, and he's been one of Israel's most vocal supporters for nearly 20 years. So he's been real pro-Israel. So maybe that's what they're pushing with Epstein. Certainly would argue.
So what I read, and Jason, I sent you the two things on 3 preachers. One of them is Copeland. The transparency of where the money goes after people donate it, ministry
This
wide.
one? Is this what you're talking about? This here?
Yeah. Copeland scored an F. There is no transparency for anything where the money goes. And apparently it goes directly to him. Okay. He scored an F.
You don't trust him? Look at that smile.
He failed. Those eyes.
Didn't they all? I think all of these people that were covering tonight failed. They're. Yeah.
But 3 in particular failed for failure to disclosure their financial, where the money goes. Osteen, Copeland, and then the black preacher, or what's his name? TD.
TD guy. TD Jakes.
TD Jakes. All 3 of those pastors, guys, failed.
So keep this site in mind if you're ever wondering. I mean, want to do some.
Where's my $20 a month that I pledge going to help? Are they going to help impoverished children, animal welfare, building homes for
building homes, maybe.
vets,
Well, their homes.
Building homes for
Yeah.
the pastor.
Yeah, you're building homes and
Building-
luxury homes.
Yeah,
Building homes for the
no, a
poor.
new wing. Yeah,
Right. Okay. All right.
because we've
So
got this. When we talk about building homes, you got to talk about this guy here. What a man! What a guy!
Joel.
Oh, there you
Oh, my
go.
goodness.
Ugh.
He looks
What?
like Martin
Did you-
Stewart.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I mean, he's so bad; it's almost like satire.
Right.
Yeah. It's almost
It's
like, how do you believe this guy?
personified.
And then he's got. I mean, one of those houses alone, but he's got several. And I didn't get a chance to put up all his cars, but let's just say he's got a garage full or two.
I see he's
That's
got about $100
disgusting.
million, so not quite up there with Mr. Copeland yet, but yeah, he's 17.5 thousand square foot mansion, a $16 million square foot home, $16 million home with 3 elevators, 6 bedrooms, and a pool. A second Houston home and for $4 million. Cars, $15 million worth of cars. Net worth of $180 million. Jets, yachts. Mostly makes his money on book sales. He sold about 20 books.
Right.
$25
All of
million in books. Look at that house.
All
Holy
of them.
wow.
Well,
And-
Mary, I made this. Do you want me to show that graph? Like,
Yeah, this is what I saw for each preacher. Okay. Like I saw him, like, here's his church. And then you had all of these different things, like he does all of these different charities, but somehow it all comes back to him. Like all this money was going out. Okay. And this man, Joel Osteen,
Yeah.
stopped taking his salary from the church, which was over $200,000 a year. Okay. More than I make. And he makes all of his money from royalties of his book sales, guys. That's why every one of these preachers we're featuring TV appearances, speaking engagements, and book sales.
Merch is the biggest one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all of them have written, I can't tell you how many books. Stop buying their books.
Somebody's writing the books.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure it's not them. It's like now it could be AI for all we know.
We read earlier today that a plumber working at the church went into a wall and found bags of money hidden in the wall.
Well, he's part of
Oh.
he's part of the prosperity movement that God showers you with money if you smile big and have a big
Yeah,
church.
he puts it in the wall for you.
He bought the old stadium from the Houston Rockets in Houston and turned that into a church. That's his church. It's
You know that movie, what is it called? What is it called, Reverend Jesse? What's it called, that TV show?
Righteous
The
Gemstones.
Righteous Gemstones. Okay, were patterned after Jim Baker and Joe Osteen.
Tammy
Yeah.
Faye.
Tammy Faye.
Now
Classic.
she redeemed herself. I think she
Yeah.
did
Her
redeem
makeup was
herself.
awesome. The
But
makeup falling on her face and stuff.
He
Yeah.
redeemed his pants.
well, but that fool, the felon, he is still at it with
Is he
his.
really?
That's
GTO.
him.
Pass the loot.
You can fool some of the people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad to me. They say
I mean, I
that
can't
the love of money is the root of all evil, but then what
It
I'm saying is
is.
evil then, because it's
What?
excessive.
I can't look at the bottom pictures of the two of them. I was about ready to say 3, her, him, and
Now that middle bottom
Something
picture,
not
by
good.
the way, is what it looked like. I mean, that was the bronzer. They got the tone way off, but they got a 2 for special.
I can't
Look at that.
them. I can't.
Oh,
I don't get it. I
feel,
mean,
I feel like I'm looking at pure evil. I can't look at them.
Jesus wasn't real fond of wealthy people for the most part. Doesn't seem to work out. I don't get it.
Something about a camel in the eye of the needle.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
So
he
what
didn't
do
say
we
nothing
got?
about gay
Anybody
people, but
to
rich
quote
people.
Scripture, the guy.
So what do we have on Jim Baker? Like, how much money does he have?
I didn't even look into that one.
Nothing. It's gone.
Is it?
Okay. Well, he's got the Jim Baker show where he's hawking, what is it? Survival stuff.
Frank, where
Reverend?
he said-
Yeah,
Yeah,
What
get
is
ready
it?
for the apocalypse.
it's
Make sure you get your
the
pepper goods
survival
from me.
apocalyptic food, like so
Overpriced
many.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, does he have any money? I mean, they say he's worth about $500,000, so his money's been gone. He's selling survival food.
Yeah, he's small fry. I want to go back to Joel Osteen real quick.
Buy
Easy
brown
come,
rice
easy
and
go.
canned vegetables. What the hell, survival food?
Okay.
So,
yeah,
when the hurricane hit Houston and
Mhm.
all of those people packed into his stadium that he bought, he pitched a bitch because they were going to mess up his church. What kind of Christian worries more about the church than helping someone?
The fake
Amen.
one. Yeah.
he's
Answer
the
that
reason
question, he's
why
not a Christian.
Christians. He's the reason why Christians don't like people don't like Christians is because of his Christianity that he's practicing.
I just got greed.
Right.
Greed.
It's
Ego, yeah. Yeah, there's I mean, look at how that's his house is the size of a mall.
I know.
It's
no park
insane.
So, okay, so a ministry trust, guys. Ministry trust do not pay taxes. Okay? A church does not pay taxes. A 508c1a does not pay taxes. This is how these guys are getting away with all of their riches. Okay? Through book sales, through speaking engagements, through appearances, and they're writing off all of the expenses, and they're not paying taxes. When they get this big, something needs to happen.
I think Mary Medium infomercial.
right.
Is that a word from our sponsor right now?
Well, it could be, but I foresee I see an infomercial coming in the future, Mary.
Let's
You
do it,
too
guys.
can get tax-free, minister, but we will because we have a few sponsors today, but this one,
We
hold
have
on,
you.
bear with me. We're plugging
so
it. It's
excited.
a little bit of fun and also it's a real, yep, here we go.
Protect
Chase,
yourself.
Now,
I love
this
you
is
so
I
much.
got an ambulance chaser chasing. If you want to go into spiritual malpractice. Now, this is Mary. If you want to say what happened, just with the importance, I have it right here.
Right.
Spiritual
Some
Protect.
some
Isn't that
spray.
the Pope Mobile? That's the Pope Mobile.
That's a Pope Mobile. Yeah. Well, it is
Protect
important
yourself.
if to go to somebody that does energy work and whatnot. They got to know what they're doing because they can really, you get rid of negative attachments. If they don't do it right, they're just those attachments are going to attach to someone else.
You
Yeah,
go to
nothing
one
says
of those
nothing
big
says faith like a
churches.
bulletproof car.
Right.
Oh, right,
Spiritual
yeah.
malpractice. Right. Use
Yes.
the Frankie and Lord spray, guys. It's a spiritual cleanser. Okay.
I've seen what it did for Jason, and
Never-
And I can, well, I'll show that one. I'll show that one too because Mary
No,
already
you can
shared it.
tell.
But I did do this. This is just I took a video when I got it, and it's not. It did light me up, and it's not a camera. It's yeah.
It's
This
not
is
lighting,
real.
guys. When I sprayed it on all of my clients at all the Spirit Fest, I'm telling you, within a minute, you could see a much lighter energy field around these people. And it's because every day we come into contact with people who carry negative energy, and that negative energy can all of a sudden jump on you. And so it's called an attachment. And so that's why I created this spray. Frankie and Lord, you can buy it at marythemedium.com. $30 includes shipping. And it'll
Yep.
protect you too
Mine.
from the Osteens and Jakes and Copelands of the world. All you need is a spray.
No,
Yeah,
but that
no, I
person-
mean, I've been using it quite. I went to my parents and used quite a bit of it. And let's just say I felt a lot lighter and it wasn't as heavy as normal. So it is worth it. It really is. It smells great. And I mean, I was excited when I got it, and I was just like, but that was that's I'm a believer. All right.
I'm excited to get mine. I definitely need it. Mary,
It's
you did a
going.
really
It's in the mail tomorrow, Brooke.
sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just
You'll know that
I thought we'd do like Mary, just a little public service announcement about just if anyone is following Mary on Facebook, we got another imposter out trying to get friends. So
Really.
just this one is Mary DE medium. If you get a friend request, could you please report that person as a fake account?
Right. Everybody wants to capture my friends.
It's called Scam Artist Whack-A-Mole on social media. So everyone just we just want to, yeah.
Yeah. Report them, please, and then block them.
Then, yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there before we forget, because it's
Thank you.
seems to be an ongoing issue. But we do have we've got a few more of these lovely people that like to well, we have this lovely woman that let's just say I think she's had a little work done.
Joy Meyer. Wow.
She's hard to look at because
I actually I can't stand her voice, but I've been to some of her conferences and I have a positive opinion. But
right.
That's the point of it, though.
I do too.
They sneak it in a positive way.
Right. She makes sense. She makes, she puts it in plain English, and she's written a hell of a lot of books.
She's got some great books.
Yeah, and she's funny.
Yeah,
she's funny.
She was investigated, 20, 30 years ago for financial crimes or something. And I remember that because I loved listening to her. And once in a while, blue moon, I'll still listen to her because she puts it in plain English so you understand it.
She's relatable.
Yeah. So does anybody know where she stands on the financial transparency sheet?
Have no idea. I
didn't see her on there.
She wasn't on there.
She's not on there, so she doesn't subscribe to it.
No. When they listed the people, the top however many, 15 or 20 that got an F, she wasn't on there.
Okay. All right.
I don't know that she just does conferences and books. I don't know that she actually is like a tax exempt. She doesn't run a ministry, does she?
Oh yeah.
Yes, she. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Joyce
Look at her house.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
See, do you think that Jesus would have had
Margaritaville?
Like I don't think Jesus would have had something like that.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy Buffett might have.
Right. But no, that's like Palm Beach Island, guys. That's what you see in Palm Beach. So, why do you need, my question to these TV preachers is, why do you need all of this real estate in the big mansions? Okay. God was not found in four walls. He walked and he preached. So
undocumented workers.
So why do you think 16 rooms is where you think you're going to find God? You're not.
I think she fell into a vat of chemicals, and it was at the Joker. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she does have the Joker smile.
Nice.
That's a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah. She's 104.
Wide open.
Yeah, but I love her message. But this is excess. Okay, you don't need a big house like this. There is one TV preacher I really like. He sold his mansion like this. He sold all the fancy cars. Mm-hmm. All the money he does now, he donates everything. It doesn't come back to him. His name is Jensen Franklin. Reverend Jesse, can you tell us about him?
Yeah, tell us about him.
He started a little ministry about 20 years ago, and now, good Lord, they are all over the world. They send 270,000 meals a month to Haiti and have a mission there. They have missions. They just funded 800 hardened houses in Eskil region of Israel because Hamas likes to shoot rockets at the playgrounds and the schools and the hospitals. And so they have fixed where every family has a safe room they can go in if there's ever another October 7th. And he just, he's an impressive man, very down to earth.
Gainesville?
Oh, he's all over the place. They've got 6 or 8 campuses. They have ministries in prisons. They have Atlanta, Gainesville, Spartanburg, Greenville. But they will give you a financial report upon request of all the donations. Like I said, he lives in his regular house and drives a Chevrolet.
Yeah, and his name is Jensen Franklin. So instead of all of these big guys, people consider donating closer to home, or consider donating to someone who actually does good with the money that is given them by, followers. Okay, so who else do we have?
Let's see. Got
We
this
have
guy here.
TD Jakes.
Oh, great pick.
Hey, who's he next to?
Nice
No,
pick.
it's not the guy on the left. We all know who that is.
That's Mr. Diddy. Yeah, TD.
You can tell
TD
he's in
Jakes.
good company.
What do we know about TD Jakes, guys?
Yeah, TD Jakes. He's got some amount of money that's between $20 and $150 million. He runs.
A big gap.
It's a big gap. Yeah, he runs the Potter House in Dallas. He makes movies, written books. He actually was he's the one guy that took George W. Bush on the tour around Katrina after New Orleans. So he's been involved in politics. He's really kind of a strange guy, and he's got some strange friends. And Diddy, I don't know what's up with Diddy.
Well, let's see. Is this,
You know who we didn't even look into is that guy that Justin Bieber was associated with, of that church in California, Hillsong.
Hell?
well, this was his.
Hell?
So this is what he sells. I didn't make it very big, but this is his online shop. Like he sells, I don't know.
Change maker.
Holy shit, $80 hoodie.
Is that just like like merch?
Yeah, his merch. So it
Merchandise.
looks like T-shirts for $60. Hoodies for
hoodie.
$75. That's
a hoodie you can go out and rob a store with. Oh. Whoa,
what's
dog.
a change maker toolkit for $225? What the hell is that about?
I guess
There's
to go
no
out
checks
and
balances
inspire
for this?
others.
Yeah.
What?
There's no checks
Legacy?
and balances of all this. Like, how did they get away with? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
It's on sale. Okay,
I
wow.
do.
Okay.
It's only what Spirit shows me. Yeah, that's his merchandise, but he's written a lot of books. His wife is also a preacher at the Potter's House. I got a lot of gold around his neck or something. I think some of his business dealings probably have been in the shady area.
No, Mary. How could that be? Look who he's with. He's with that upstanding citizen right there.
Right, but he also scored an F on financial transparency of where the money goes for his church. And
His
F,
nothing.
people,
I wonder if he has his own branded body or moisturizer, or what is it? Baby oil.
So, Mary, do you see
Yeah,
do you see any guys in this guy's world? There's been questions about him.
Well, okay, so what I saw, the very first picture I saw of him, I saw it looked like an older woman raising his kids. So, and when I saw a picture of him and his family, I saw that older woman, the exact same woman. And apparently she changed her hair. Now it's blonde or gray, and it happens to be his wife. I know there was speculation going around that he was gay. But I don't, I saw like an older woman raising his kids. So I thought that was his mother. I really did.
His son is certainly gay. His son got caught lewd act in public he was hanging brain in public. With
He
a
was
dude.
what
He had his thing out.
You did not just say that.
His little TD Jakes was hanging out. Is that what you're
Hanging
saying?
brain. Yeah.
No way, man. With a young kid?
No, it was an adult dude.
With
I don't
Was his coin purse out trying to make change?
Tummy sticks.
He was showing off his scar.
Oh my God. He likes boys. We
Right.
have a lady in the chat. Diana said he likes boys. So okay, I'm going to say
Isn't
this.
that a
One of the
glitch?
preachers we have covered tonight, one of them I got young girls with, and another one I got young boys with. I am not going to say which one it is, but we've only covered how many? 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
There's still like 2 more, right? I think.
Well, Joyce Myers ain't molesting nobody, I'm assuming. So
No.
No, her merch though is expensive. I bought a Bible from her, like a Joyce merch, and it was I think $75 for a Bible.
they're
Gee,
free in every hotel room. What the hell?
I
You're not
know.
supposed to take the Bibles out of the hotel.
What?
This crack,
Nobody
Those
told me
Gideons.
that.
Those Gideons hook you up.
Yeah.
You never
I
take the Bible?
cannot look at his wife. I can't look at the two of them, guys. I can't.
Babysitter at all times.
That's just friggin' evil. It's evil. And it's the same when I look into Copeland's eyes. It's evil. I can't look at those people.
But Joyce is cool, right?
Yeah, I can look at Joyce Meyer. I can look at her.
Oh, she's my least favorite. She's ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I am not saying she's it all depends. It depends on what's on the inside, guys. We all know that.
How
the
dare
soul.
you say that she's ugly? People age, and that happens, unfortunately. Bad
Yeah.
plastic surgery also happens,
Yeah.
but don't call
I
it
haven't
ugly.
had any.
I
Like
wasn't the only
that.
one thinking it.
No, but you're right. It's really hard to like. Why? Stop doing it. So much plastic surgery is going to kill your kidneys, people. I had a realtor friend of mine who had around the world surgery, facelifts, eye lifts, butt lifts, everything. And she died because her kidneys failed because of all of the
anesthesia.
The
anesthesia. Her kidneys failed.
Mhm.
It'll kill you. It'll kill your kidneys.
That's what happened to
Yeah.
was it
Joan
Joan
Rivers.
Rivers?
Yeah.
Or
Seriously.
she
Mary,
was
what
killed
did you
because
say
she
with
revealed
her?
Michelle as a boy. I don't know, one of those two. I heard that too.
I don't know. So
I'm lost.
okay, so we got TD Jakes. So how much
Yep.
is he worth? How much
We
is
have
he worth?
Jimmy's.
We don't know. 20 to 150 million. Lots.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
isn't that?
And
that's
he
a huge-
mainly appeals to what? African Americans, all what? What's his anybody know his
I think I
Yeah, I think
actually,
he's
I don't know. I think it's more like rural, or
rural
no,
area?
excuse me,
Yeah.
urban.
no, he's in Houston
Urban.
or Dallas.
Urban. Yeah.
Yes, more
Okay.
urban.
Oh, you know what? He rented. Oh my gosh, that's
Like
who
inner
rented
city
my
stuff.
ex boss's private jet about 12 years ago and got barbecue on the ceiling.
Really?
I'm telling you the truth when I say that. because we went onto the plane. It was a TV preacher who rented his plane to fly around to do his preaching tours, rented a private jet, and there was barbecue all on the ceiling, and the cleaning company didn't see it. Oh my God, my boss, who was from Louisiana, pitched a bitch. True story, guys. I think
Hit
it was
turbulence
TD
with the barbecue. Shoot.
I think it was TD Jakes. It was TD Jakes.
Barbecue sauce in the ceiling, huh? Wow. Oh boy.
Oh man.
No, I am not kidding you. I am. And where is he based out of?
Dallas.
Okay. Yeah.
He grew up in West Virginia. He started at like a 10-person congregation in West Virginia, so he's moving on up.
Wow.
Mm.
So, okay, who else do we have? Sex scandal, celebrities in the business of Christianity, inside Hillsong churches rise and fall. Who is that?
We still have Jimmy Swaggart to do.
Yeah.
I have stand.
This was but remember Justin Bieber when he was hanging out with that preacher? Two of them actually.
That's what I'm trying to send to. His name is Carl Lentz. That's what I've been trying to send to Jeff, like a picture. If you could,
I'll send it. I'll send it. Okay.
He is a really good-looking guy.
Put something up.
And charismatic, but I don't believe.
If you send it to me, here. Which one? Here. This guy.
Love the mod look. Okay, here we go.
I used to listen to the Hillsong songs. Well, I mean, my mom, but like I'd hear it, and I can't believe it. It's as corrupt as it's been.
So Jimmy Swaggart doesn't matter. He's a has-been like Jim Baker. He got caught with his pants down and his schlong inside of a prostitute.
More than one.
More than one.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Swaggart doesn't matter. Who else do we have? Is that it?
Hold on, give me 1 sec. I'm putting a picture of that guy. Well, just talk about. I mean, as far as
Lentz,
like,
a picture of Carl Lentz.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm getting there. Yeah.
I want Mary to look at the picture and tell me what you see with this guy. Okay.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, he's a cutie pie. He's charismatic. Apparently, or allegedly, he was like involved with Justin Bieber for a bit. But like, it's that Hillsong church. There was a lot of celebrities. Like I think even the Kardashians would go to the Hillsong church. There's a streaming thing on it. It's all about the Hillsong and weird stuff about it. But yes, Carl Lentz, and that is based out of LA, I believe.
Okay. Like sister and brother. Copeland and Baker's wife look like. Okay, do we have any? Okay. Reverend Jesse, have you ever heard of this guy, Carl Lynch?
Not heard of him. Heard of Hillsong Church. It was another Texas church.
What the hell is it with Texas?
I don't know, but they're all there.
There's Hillsong in Australia. Hillsong's just all over. This Hillsong song specifically is in Los Angeles.
Wow.
And how like the Scientologists would have like, L. Ron Hubbard, place, the Celebrity Center. The Hillsong.
L. Ron Hubbard was a shitty author and a worse theologian.
Carl Lentz, huh?
Oh, yeah. Carl Lentz.
So, you want to know what I see? Okay, so I'm seeing a bedroom with lots of white and beige, and I'm seeing naked parties, guys. Okay, when I look at him, I see like there's people, not just one person with him, but several. Is this guy married?
Yeah, but he also swings both ways.
That's what I'm seeing. I am seeing it's like a swingers party, I guess. But
he
inside,
was involved with.
It's a freak off.
Allegedly.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
He baptized Justin Bieber.
How much is this guy worth?
$5 million, but I believe he's got to be worth way more. Way
Yeah,
more.
he is. So I got sex is part of his belief in religion. Sex with others is like it's natural, it's God made, it's God inspired. That's bullshit. That's what I got with him. That's what spirit just showed me. And why does my hair look like
Was spirit in your hair?
yeah.
What is it,
All
Mary?
those sprites,
Oh
Mary.
my God, I had antennas coming out.
The
Yeah, no, I
sprites
got,
are
oh my
effing around and
God.
finding out.
What? I got a blonde, kind of blondish brown. What does his wife look like? Do we know?
No. I
I
can try to
don't.
look.
It's
Justin,
not in
find it
that.
faster. All right.
Yeah,
I got
don't. It's not in that.
guys
Yeah.
in there.
Wait.
Yeah, this bedroom is very opulent. Okay, I'm not going to kid you. The bedroom is
He's pretty
very
cute.
opulent.
Not bad.
What?
She's pretty cute. I'm looking at a picture of his wife.
Send it to Jay. I want to see if we can put her
Well,
up.
Here, is
I
it?
mean,
Is it the family shot?
Jeff, you can get on and put it on there.
No, I
just
got it.
A couple pictures. You've got it, Jace? All right, a couple pictures of her face.
Yeah, I bet you. What I want to know is who is the gal with the blonde and brownish curls? You know, they use that iron to make those twisty shapes.
Like the ringlets?
Yeah, that's her. That's what I'm seeing with him. Who is she? Let me see his wife.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, it's
Because I'm wondering if she's not part of his ministry team.
She's a brunette.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
Okay.
it's got something on
I mean,
the
she's
side.
always got bleach blonde, highlights and stuff.
Oh, maybe it is.
Oh, maybe this is her. We got it going up, and then we're going to get into the suicide forest.
So we got this.
Unaliving, self-exit.
Oh,
Right?
she looks just.
Yep. Well, that's Justin Bieber, but this is that
Yeah,
it?
he's tall, or they're real short.
Who is that? The glasses? Is that him?
It's his kid.
No, it's
Yeah,
his kid.
isn't it?
My God, they dress that poor little boy like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! Who's the woman in the
eyes are
green
bad.
dress?
Those are his kids.
All
Oh,
of
his
them?
wife.
No,
His
it's
dream-
His
wife
wife's
and
the
the
one that
kids.
looks like, yeah,
The
kind of
kids are
has
on
like
the
almost
far
like a Morticia dress.
That's his
Yeah.
wife. Yeah. The girl I saw had blonde hair. It was blonde with brown, but she had blonde highlights.
Here, Mary, I'm sending you a picture of a more like zoomed in picture of her. Check your
Okay.
phone, just so you can see it better.
Okay, I think it is the woman that I'm seeing. All right, let's see. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Yeah, the face is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Face is the same. I didn't see the boobs though. Okay. Didn't see those.
Well, she could have
giant
had those
boobs.
done.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't see the giant boobs. But the face is the same. So it is his wife I'm seeing. But I'm also seeing a young man. I am seeing other people in that bedroom. And it's not praying over baby Jesus. So wow. Is that him?
That's they call it. What is it? Hold on. They call it the Justin Bieber effect.
Is he flipping the bird off? What's he doing?
No, he's doing peace. I think it's It's kind of like the peace,
Justin
throwing up
Bieber
the peace sign. Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
wonder if
called
that's gonna be the
with him.
DSM-4 now. The Justin
Yeah,
Bieber.
flag growing simply because people attended services. So he had a church that because Bieber went there, he got people like Selena Gomez and the Kardashians, Oprah Winfrey. So he kind of pulled in like a bunch of celebrities.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
and
Money
so
laundering,
Of course.
Washington.
you know, and so it was just one of those, and probably a lot of other shenanigans that went along with it. You know, it's just like
Okay.
it's the newer generation of
Right. Right.
Well,
I mean, back.
Lentz baptized Justin Bieber in NBA star
Yeah.
Tyson Chandler's bathtub.
Oh,
Really? Wow.
I'm sure it was real slippery when they were done.
Oh shit. Oops. Sorry.
But you
So-
got to think about it. I mean, I remember as a kid, I remember the whole like was it PTL Club or the Tammy Faye and
Me too.
like that
Me
whole
too.
thing in the amusement park, and they're always asking for money for it. And this is just now it's all like they've updated.
Yeah, they've updated to they sure
Mhm.
have. Yeah, the new mega churches. I mean, it's
Bitcoin and baby oil. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy the new mega churches, guys, and the
Mhm.
and what they play.
They're up everywhere. They're up everywhere.
So I guess it's
Let's-
time that we
Yeah, I think we gotta go. We have another topic besides all these lovely people.
We have Spirit of the Week.
Let's see.
Sponsor.
So we're gonna remove that. We're gonna
Look at
yeah.
you, they
gotta
love it.
see. Where did it go?
this place, guys, as a psychic medium, this place gives me the creeps. Even where I sit, I can see inside of it over there. It's like it just comes right at me. And I can't even, I have to turn my head. When we speak of heaven, the gray area, and hell, when I see this place, it is the gray area. Okay. And it's a national forest.
Mhm.
It's over at the base of Mount Fuji, correct?
Mhm. It's just
Yeah.
And it's Elvis has left the building kind of place. Is that better, Brooke?
Yeah.
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 You can say that, or like self-exit.
Self-exit kind of
Yeah,
place.
it's an entire forest
And-
where people go to unalive themselves. It's kind of a tradition, kind of awful tradition, but it's what it is.
Okigahara.
Okagara.
Yeah, Okigahara forest.
Mhm.
And when I look at this, I see originally it was where supposedly, where they would take their old loved ones who were suffering from a terminal illness and just leave them there to let them die. And now it is an area where people go to unalive themselves, or self-express themselves in trees, kind of thing.
Yeah, self-terminate.
Right, self-terminate. And so it's apparently one of the, now they've hired people to go in every day and watch for people who are trying to unalive themselves. And one guy who was a photographer in this, who was documenting all of this, found 36 bodies in 37 days. But when I see it, it's like all of these people are coming out of it at me. Okay. If you've got a light above your head in your crown area, you got a gift. I can't really look at the pictures of this place without hearing directly from that area. I'm not kidding you when I say this. That's how strong and desperate the souls in this area are to find peace. They went there because they weren't in peace. They thought exiting the building would give them peace, and they are still not at peace. This is, in my book, the gray area. It is nothing but like layers and layers and layers and layers of depression. And it's so sad. I cannot look at the forest. Okay. That's how it affects me as a psychic medium. And I know some of the people in our viewing audience feel the same way. I want to know.
Well, you were having issues just talking about it. Like,
I was.
before even the picture. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is. I mean, this one, I don't know how. I mean, this is how, and because I asked you
That is so
what was
sad.
their method of doing it, and this is what you said, and that would just be, and I don't know. It's almost like,
the noose.
yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, from bottles of bleach to nooses to razors. I mean, it's constant. It's at the base of Mount Fuji. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Fuji?
this is, so I didn't zoom in, but that's Tokyo just to the right, but it's almost, yeah, Fuji. It's right in the center, yeah, where the red dot. So
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you get, Brooke, when you look at this?
Heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy.
What about you, Jason?
from the pictures, it just looked very like that. It wasn't moist. It just looked like an eerie, not like a fog, but just like not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost just a very, very thick, like think
Yeah.
of like a window and it being like crusted over where you've got a scrub. It's like that.
Let's
Very
just say I've been to
thick.
forest before, and I know it's more of a, like, you have a very like it's a sense of nature, and just like it's positive. This was not. This was like that, Hansel and Gretel thing, like
Yeah.
not good.
It's
So
a
does
hopeless space. It's hopeless. It's depressing.
So,
Mhm.
Reverend Cal,
Mhm.
what do you know about religion and what it says about Elvis leaving the building?
The Bible's not very. I mean, there's always the "Thou shalt not unalive anything," so you could interpret that as not being allowed to. But really, there's not much of a prohibition against it. I mean, there's a collection of people that did it in the Bible, so you're in the company of Judas, so it's not a great thing to do. But there's no rules against it, really.
Okay. All right. And Reverend Jesse, what do you know?
It's the same opinion. I've never found any scripture where it forbids suicide or taking your, thou shalt not kill, but that was always interpreted to be someone else.
Right.
Does
They
it
never
talk
said-
about it? I only know a couple different religions because, raised Christian, like, you, Jesse, but what about other religions? Do they ever address that? Do you know anything about that, Cal? Or Jesse?
I don't believe it's Islam. I believe Islam prohibits it.
Catholicism says
Why they kill everybody else?
What does Catholicism say, Mayor?
You go to hell if you unalive yourself.
In Islam, it's forbidden. It's haram, so forbidden. But so is meat. So is pork. So but how bad it is. But yeah, it's generally forbidden. Most of the Eastern things don't really mind so much. It's kind of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, who goes and takes their ailing 103-year-old grandma to a forest and say, "I'll be back next week to check on you," and leave her there to die? And so that's where this place originally, apparently the thing is that there's someone or something that haunts this forest. Okay, well,
I think now we call it Crate and Barrel, Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. But
I love you so much.
But
just get off at this exit, Grandma. We're gonna grab some biscuits, and then leave her in the gift shop.
Right,
Yep.
leave her in the gift shop, the floral, the woodsy gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Catholicism says that if you unalive yourself, you're going straight to hell. Let me tell you, from a psychic medium standpoint, hell no, that's wrong. Okay, and I can tell you that is not true. Now, if you go out and you murder a bunch of people and you don't repent, and then you unalive yourself, you might have a hard time crossing over. When I see someone who has, and it depends on every given scenario, when I connect with spirit on the other side and they have taken their life, Yes, I have run into people in the gray area, but I have also run into other souls who are so much happier on the other side, and they're not earthbound. It depends on every given scenario. Like, for instance, a coach out in San Diego, a friend of mine goes, "What happened to him, Mary? Can you find out?" I said, "Sure." And you know what? I found him. I found him in the basement of a church up against a bank of drawers. And he was rocking back and forth doing this, going, mama, 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 mama. And I'm like, I couldn't stay there long. It was the gray area. I could not stay there. And so I got out and I told him I found him. And I went back into that gray area only for a couple of seconds. And I said, "Stop it. Look at me." And when he turned his head and looked at me, half of his head was missing. So I got out of there and I told my friend he blew at the side of his head off with a gun. I went back in there for the third time. I will never do this again, ever. It's very dangerous to go into the gray area if you are a psychic medium or someone with a gift, okay? You could get lost there. Your soul could get lost there. And I got him out. I got him out, but I will never do that again. Now, Canada's medical assistance in dying. Made or
Yeah,
mad?
isn't that I can't see anything going wrong with this one. But
So,
now I'm curious. So would the person administering it have any, if you want to go like down the spiritual, like karmic debt along with the person that voluntarily goes into this? You know what I mean?
I just, you
Would
know,
that be
I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it's they're I don't know. I just it's I mean, I don't know.
So what you're saying, Dr. Kevorkian? They're
Yeah, like would he be
Dr.
like the one
Kevorkian
administering it? Would they have any sort of, because
He
they're
was one
actually
person.
participating, even though it's, I mean, I don't know. I just wonder if there's any sort of, would that be considered the M word? The
Mad?
Dr. Kevorkian.
round,
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
you mean the taking
because we
of
can't say
another
the,
life.
yeah,
Taking of another life.
yeah,
And
yeah.
karmically, would that affect you in the afterlife? Sure, it would.
Okay.
Absolutely. So what does the Bible say about that, Jesse, Reverend Jesse?
Nowhere that it depends on if you want to consider it murder or not.
Oh, can't say that. Can't say that.
You can't say the M word. Okay, excuse me.
No.
M word.
But consider that a taking of another life, or assisting someone that is chronically ill and in such pain that they can't take care of themselves. I don't know. I don't think there's any scripture about that. Like I said, other than thou shalt not kill. How you want to interpret it, thou shalt not kill.
But I think the problem with what I've noticed with the Canadian thing is that's not always the case. It could be someone that was just depressed.
Well, don't they say that God is the author and finisher of life?
Brooke, your audio
is off, Brooke.
God, Jesus is the author and the finisher of life. Author.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
So-
what they say in the Bible. But they don't say the unaliving.
Yeah, Brooke, your audio is really off. We can't hear you.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
Reverend Cal, what have you got?
There's really no rules unless you want to interpret thou shalt not do that thing. There's really no rules. I mean, there's plenty about mercy, so you could certainly interpret to say that's a merciful act. But yeah, there's no real rules against it, and of course the Catholics are against it because they want her to keep coming, keep bringing money. But I think you can interpret it any way you want, but no real clarity, of course.
Well, it's like also the Catholics believe that, and I'm gonna get Reverend Jesse on this. The Catholics believe that, you can go to one of their priests or their highest principal, who happens to be the Pope, and get absolved of your sins. And that simply is not true. I knew a boat captain who screwed around on his wife every week, okay, and then went to the Catholic Church and asked to be absolved of his sins on a weekly basis, but went back out the next week and did the exact same damn thing. So, Reverend Jesse, what does that say about that?
Well, the scripture said that Jesus said he was the only high priest and there was no other high priest other than himself, and that you could only get to the Father through the Son. So when man decides to anoint themselves as priests, then they're going to have to face the consequences of that one day. So, I don't see how any man that walks on this earth now could forgive my sins or yours or anybody else's. I don't care if he's the Pope or who the hell ever he is. He's still a man. Right. He was not anointed of God. So regardless of what they say.
Yeah.
Reverend Cal, what's your opinion?
Catholic dogma says that, you do need to get absolution. You need to at least intend to quit doing it. So they wouldn't be able to forgive you and just give you a couple laps around the rosary and say, do it again. So they did forgive him, but they shouldn't be doing it. But I think you could be forgiven for anything, but I think you have to be sorry and want to stop it. I think that's kind of a prerequisite, wouldn't you think, to be forgiven?
Oh, yeah, it is to be forgiven, but no man on this earth can forgive you. You can get on your knees and ask God to forgive you, and that's a whole different situation.
Right.
Or you can justify it and twist it, a certain way. I'm not supposed to say
that. Right.
Yeah. See, it's interesting with Mary, what your take, but I cut out the middleman. I don't do the religious. I believe in God, but I have my own. I never really got into the the whole just the specifics.
Right.
Or I never committed to one.
Brooke is backstage if you want to add.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Hold on. It's there.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, what I was saying is, in the Bible it says that God is the author and the finisher of life. So that's what I was always taught is okay, that's up to God. But when we get on the Kevorkian subject, Kevorkian was my friend's neighbor. And he was a real dark guy, and he's got a ton of attachments. I do think he's evil.
Oh, yeah.
However, what he was trying to do, I don't think it's evil. But that I've never seen such a tortured person in my life.
Wow.
His aura stuck, everything about him. But anyway.
And a really bad doctor. He was ineffective. He lost every patient. He sucked. Quit going to that guy.
That was his.
Maybe that's what he figured out. He could help him die.
Yeah. He lived in Royal Oak.
Wow.
Lots of crazy art. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. That's my side story. You guys can keep on going. I'm sorry what happened with my computer.
Well, we've got, don't we have some more sponsors tonight? What else do
we have one more. We are at we're 3 minutes past the hour mark. But we do have, Mary, we have this. You were just telling me how, oops, hold on.
There's Forrest.
Hold on.
Oh, Italian street bread.
Yes.
.com. Yep.
This is some damn good stuff, guys. Focaccia, stracciatella. And if you've ever been to Italy and you stop by the little stands or even in the bars there, they call them bars. And they'll have a showcase of sandwiches. Typically it's made with this bread, pizza bread, focaccia, stracciatella. I guess I'm scatticaccia. I don't know. I don't think I'm
focaccia. Focaccia.
Yeah, it's focaccia. Yeah, but these guys are from Italy. They make it straight. They ship it direct to your house, so you can order online at ItalianStreetBread.com. Official sponsor of Mary
Official.
the Medium.
And no, I didn't. I missed the slide, but we have Mary's official website, which is marythemedium.com.
Right.
And you can now on her website, you can book readings directly on the site.
Mm-hmm.
You can also purchase the spiritual cleanser.
Right.
And it's her official site. So if you have any questions, want to know, you can go right there. And just for future, if you want to get a hold of us or have any questions, it's the real Mary the Medium at gmail.com.
Yep.
And we also are on Tuesdays. This coming Tuesday, we have Mary the Medium and Pet Psychic that we are doing on Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Right.
Yes.
And that is
yes.
Brooke
Pictures
and
of your
Jason.
pets. Yeah, send
Yeah.
pictures of your pets if you want to know about like how they feel and what they've felt and how they're responding. Send pictures, and we
Right.
will.
We got a big lineup for Tuesday. We got a lot of pets.
Yep,
for
we got it.
Tuesday.
Yep.
A
my
lot.
gosh.
Yeah.
We get such a great response from the pet stuff, and I can't believe how right on you are about all of it. I was like, how?
Because they talk to me.
Mhm.
So yeah. And
But
then
this is-
Spirit Fest, May 17th and 18th in Melbourne, Florida, guys. I'm going to be there. If you want a reading.
I'll try to make that one, Mary.
Yeah, if you guys want a reading, I'm going to be there for 2 days. Come out and see me. And so got it going on.
And if anybody wants a reading that's watching this, same thing, please email therealmarythemedium@gmail.com, and I will
Go to
right
actually
back.
no, but go to her go to marythemedium.com and you can book directly on the website now.
Oh, so people are just going to the site. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is
Or,
inside.
guys, if you get confused, just email the Real Mary the Medium.
Yep. The link's
other
in the
confused
description of this
people-
channel.
Right.
Yeah.
One of us
Yeah.
other confused people will answer you.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. I do her scheduling, and she has, several different packages that you can choose from.
Right.
But this is the Italian street bread, though.
Right.
And
So-
I'm excited to try the olive.
Oh, yeah.
So-
God. The onion focaccia is out of this world.
Mhm.
Of course, we had to use air freshener the next day at work, but it was great.
Wonderful.
Well, we also want to thank Reverend Jesse for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse.
Reverend Jesse, you're going to come back with us soon, I hope.
I will.
And can I
All right.
plug my show if you have a few more minutes to
Yes.
watch Disorganized Religion? Go check out at Reverend Cal on YouTube. I put the link here in the chat. Check that out. It's quick 10, 12 minute bits. Good stuff.
It's funny, guys. It's funny. I really like his new podcast.
Right.
So check that out. Yeah.
This is it's a little passion project of his, just spreading his knowledge in the history of religion and stories, and it's short and
It's
sweet.
good. It's funny.
Lots
I
of
enjoy
blasphemy.
it. Lots of blasphemy. Okay. All right, guys.
All right. Well,
All right. Thank
everyone
you,
have a great
everybody.
week, and
Thank
we'll see you.
Jen.
Hopefully, see some of you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
See you Tuesday, and until next week. All right.
Bye bye.
All right, guys.
All right. Bye, everyone.